Hello, everyone, and welcome. Welcome to this audio podcast. This audio podcast as part of a quantum edition. This audio podcast as part of a Labostix sequence. This audio podcast as part of a vortex gauntlet. This audio podcast as part of the abstracts, and this audio podcast as part of a Storm Labostix production. Through this audio podcast, I look at works from and sort of part of abstracts from 2024, and looking at works as part of understanding education for healthcare service users aligned to social media platforms, social media platforms, and where the abstract part of the abstract is as thus. So social media has enabled healthcare service users with long-standing conditions or long-term conditions to access supplementary information relating or regarding to health and disease, including NHS information, National Health Service information, portals, healthcare service user-centric organizations, and several other information-centric modalities. One of the concerns is that despite tech advances, integration between information searching versus knowledge implementation differs between age groups across long-standing conditions or long-term conditions. The information available over the internet, for example, is vast, and much of it can be daunting and lead to misinformation. The basic information for patients or recipients with long-standing conditions or long-term conditions still require attention. In regard to, as part of our sort of understanding the importance of healthcare education, the function of the kidneys are multiple, including homeostasis, acid-base balance, calcium and phosphate metabolism, excretion of waste produce, and plasma volume control. CKD, chronic kidney disease complications, or CKD complications, can stem from physiological, immunological, pathological, hematological, and biochemical complexities, ultimately becoming multi-systemic. CKD patients or recipients encounter various NHS or National Health Services, such as laboratory investigations, and can be prescribed several pharmacotherapies, and can be prescribed several pharmacotherapies throughout the disease or condition pathway pre and post transplantation. And according to a research from around 2017, little is known about what subjects healthcare service users share and discuss on social media platforms. Some seek further understanding on blood tests and investigations and laboratory parameters that are linked to notes in electronic patient records. Access to electronic patient records does not guarantee that healthcare service users know how to use information, and little is known about the use of social media for information retrieval following sharing of lived experiences. Patients or recipients often require understanding of health in a range of areas, and healthcare service providers are required to be part of discussions so that patients, recipients can ascertain integrated healthcare. The objectives part of this works from 2024 was where number one, to understand which subjects are most important to kidney or renal patients. Number two, to understand whether education between physical realm and social media, whether education between the physical realm and social media as part of healthcare delivery can help join up care. 3, to understand what topic patients would like additional support in around and through social media, and 4, to understand what education should be included in CKD care internationally, and 5, to understand how healthcare could be more integrated in order to empower healthcare in order to empower service users. The investigation sought to provide or informs and provides an overview of understanding, providing a perspective from 2 social media platforms, one adult social media platform and one pediatric social media platform, and perspectives, irrespective of CKD or chronic kidney disease severity. That draws this audio podcast to a close. This audio podcast as part of a quantum edition, this audio podcast as part of a Labostix sequence, this audio podcast as part of a Vortex Gauntlet, this audio podcast as part of the abstracts, this audio podcast as part of a Storm Labostix production.